Jesus has given us the Great Commission. Go into the world, preach the gospel, and make disciples, and teach and preach and baptize them in my name. And not only that, he said, I'm with you always. So I would very much encourage you to go, step out of your comfort zone, trust God and his promises that when you share the gospel, because the gospel is the power of God unto salvation. If you are obedient, your obedience will just make a difference in your life and so many other people's lives. Before I went on this trip, I had went to Tanzania, and then I went on a trip to Texas, and I had just got back, so I'd been gone. So I was a bit emotionally drained and wore out. I had already given some money for my airplane ticket, and I was going to see if I could give that to someone else, and they said, well, it really doesn't work like that, so you're going. So Tyler had said something to me. He said, sometimes you don't really realize how much you need to go until you go. And it'll just, God will work in your life. So he was absolutely correct in that. So while I was there in Dominican Republic, I was preaching one night, and then my phone starts blowing up. Or after church, I got to go look and found out that my son-in-law had been killed in an accident in East Texas. I think my trip to Dominican Republic was such as a divine appointment in the fact that I got to go. I really wasn't feeling it. When I got there, we got serving the Lord. And when you're out sharing the gospel and you're seeing people get, saved and people asking for prayer, the Lord was really there, and his peace was there, and his presence was there. I came back just into a difficult situation, but prepared and ready. So I was just really blessed. And that's the only way I can say it. We were in Dominican Republic. There was a lot of Haitian refugees. If you have any idea what's going on in Haiti right now, and we would meet people that were in these terrible situations, and got to share Christ with them and give them hope and pray for them. We were walking down a road, and we were in a Haitian community. The women were out sitting up under a tree. So Isabel got to come and share. And the one lady that was there, she's actually getting her hair done. She says, listen, I would love to come to Christ right now. I would love to give my heart to God, but I can't because I have got to go murder some people. She said, my family was killed in Haiti, and we had to leave. Now, I've never had anybody say this to me before, and it just struck me. And actually, a crowd had formed, and seriously, there had to be over 30 people that were listening to Isabel share the gospel. So I got to go down and talk to this lady who said that she had murder in her heart. And I said to her, I said, I understand your feelings about wanting to go and get revenge for your family. But I said that hate and that murder in your heart, that's keeping you from God. And I said, you're not hurting those people that did those horrible things to your family. Right now, you're hurting yourself. I said, today, if you hear God's voice, don't harden your heart. And I said, it's like the calluses on your hand. And I was showing her my hand. I said, you know how when you're working and then you get calluses and it gets harder and harder? I said, if you keep telling God no, or maybe tomorrow or the next day, I said, your heart gets a little harder. And it's like the light went on in that lady's, in her heart and in her mind. Even though that lady she didn't accept Christ. All these people got to hear us share that with her. So I got to leave her with that, and that was just one of the things that it just really stood out to me. So, when you share the gospel message, the simple gospel message, it's not difficult. You don't need a theological degree. You just got to share God's word. And I promise you, God's word always goes forth and accomplishes his purpose. It does not return void. So if you in faith will go, be obedient, I promise you this. People will hear, people will understand, and they will be saved and born again. Lives will be changed, prayers will be answered, you will be strengthened and encouraged, you will be blessed, you and your family. So I want to encourage you. If you're wondering whether you should go on a trip or not, go. And if you can't go, pray or help someone, give, but be involved, because we're all in this together.